Listen, Chelsea fans, we need to talk. Something dangerous is happening at Stamford Bridge. Something every Premier League club should be scared of. Chelsea's attack is no longer the weak spot it used to be. It's turning into a monster, fast, unpredictable, and deadly. This season, and especially going into next season, the Blues are building an attack that is young, fast, technical, and full of killers. Today, we'll break it down player by player. Cole Palmer, Jamie Gittins, Estevão Willian, Pedro Neto, Liam Delap, João Pedro, plus the incoming additions of Alejandro Garnacho. And trust me, after this breakdown, you'll understand why Chelsea's attack is officially scary. We start with the man of the moment, Cole Palmer. Chelsea fans already know it. Palmer is not just a player, he's a superstar in the making. Since moving from Manchester City, Palmer has been Chelsea's most consistent and dangerous attacker. His vision, his calmness in front of goal, and his ability to play as both a right winger and an attacking midfielder make him the complete package. But here's the scary part. Palmer is still improving. He's only 23. Last season, he was carrying Chelsea's attack almost on his own, playing at a position half the time, yet he still delivered double figures in both goals and assists. This season, under Enzo Maresca, his role is shifting again. Sometimes he plays as a number 10, drifting centrally to connect with midfield. Other times, he's wide on the right, where he's at his most dangerous. The truth is, Palmer is now the leader of this Chelsea attack. Everything runs through him. But now, unlike last year, he's surrounded by real weapons. He doesn't have to do it all by himself. And that's why this attack is about to explode. Next, let's talk about Jamie Gittins. Fans are divided. Some say he's not ready, others believe he's the next big thing. The truth is in the middle. Gittins is raw, but you can see the talent. His dribbling, his acceleration, his willingness to take on defenders, these are natural gifts you can't teach. Against Crystal Palace, he didn't have the perfect debut, but you could see flashes of what he brings. He's direct, he's fearless, he's the type of player defenders hate because even if he fails 9 times, on the 10th he'll beat you and create a goal. But here's why Gittins makes Chelsea's attack scary. He's young and hungry. With competition coming in, especially if Garnacho arrives, Gittins will have to fight for his place, and that fight will only make him better. He's not polished yet, but he's part of the new Chelsea identity. Fearless, explosive, and ready to destroy defenses. Now, Chelsea fans, brace yourselves, because Estevão Willian is not just a signing, he's a phenomenon. The Brazilian teenager, nicknamed Messinho, is already being compared to some of the greatest talents of his generation. And when you watch him, you see why. Left foot, silky dribbling, balance, creativity, and confidence beyond his years. He is exactly the type of winger Chelsea has been missing, unpredictable and magical. Estevão can play on either wing, but when he cuts inside from the right, it's pure chaos for defenders. Pairing him with Palmer, Neto, and Garnacho means Chelsea now has options upon options. And remember, he's just starting. The Premier League has no idea what's about to hit them once Estevão settles in. Chelsea fans, if you thought Palmer carried us last year, imagine adding a Brazilian wonder kid to the mix. That's why I'm saying it now. Estevão Willian makes Chelsea's attack terrifying. If Estevão is the future, Pedro Neto is the present. Chelsea needed Premier League ready wingers, and Neto is exactly that. Wolves fans know how good he is. Fast, direct, strong, and always looking to make something happen. Neto's not a luxury player, he's a warrior. He tracks back, he presses, he runs all game, and at the same time, he delivers assists and goals. Adding Neto gives Chelsea something they lacked for years: balance. On the right wing, he can stretch defenses, create space for Palmer, and link up with Delap or João Pedro. Neto brings consistency, and that's priceless. He's not just skill, he's also work rate and mentality. With Neto, Estevão, and Palmer rotating, Chelsea finally has reliable width, and that alone changes everything. Now let's move to the strikers, starting with Liam Delap. For years, Chelsea fans have cried for a proper number 9, someone strong, someone direct, someone who doesn't overcomplicate. Liam Delap is not the finished product yet, but his style is exactly what Chelsea needs. He's aggressive, powerful, and always looking to get in behind or bully defenders. Delap may not be a 30-goal striker yet, but with the service Chelsea now has from Palmer, Neto, Estevão, and soon Garnacho, he doesn't need to be. Sometimes all you need is a striker who drags defenders, creates chaos, and finishes the chances that come his way. That's what Delap offers. And don't forget, he's still young. With the right coaching and confidence, he can develop into a proper Premier League killer. Where Delap brings raw power, Joao Pedro brings intelligence and finesse. Chelsea didn't just buy Joao Pedro for goals, they bought him for his movement, his link-up play, and his ability to knit attacks together. He can play as a striker, but also as a second striker or even in attacking midfield. That flexibility makes him crucial. Imagine Palmer behind Joao Pedro with Esteval and Neto on the wings. That's fluid football. Joao Pedro creates space, drags defenders, and allows Chelsea's wingers to shine. He's not selfish, he's not predictable, and that makes him dangerous. For years, Chelsea's attack was predictable, but with Joao Pedro in the mix, it's dynamic and harder to read. That's the difference. Alejandro Garnacho. Chelsea fans, imagine this. Garnacho flying down the left wing, Palmer controlling the right, Esteval cutting inside, Joao Pedro linking play, and Neto rotating. That's an attack to fear. Garnacho is young, direct, and already Premier League proven. He loves taking on defenders, he loves the big moments, and he scores goals out of nothing. With Noni Madueke gone and Jamie Gittins still raw, Garnacho is exactly the profile Chelsea needs. He's not just competition for Gittins, he's a potential superstar. Add him to this mix, and suddenly Chelsea has wingers who can win games on their own. That's scary for every defense in England. So let's put it all together. Palmer, the leader and star. Gittins, the raw talent who will grow under pressure. Estevan, the wonder kid magician. Pedro Neto, the Premier League ready beast. Liam Delap, the classic number 9. Joao Pedro, the intelligent forward. Garnacho, the incoming superstar winger. For the first time in years, Chelsea's attack has everything: youth, speed, flair, strength, creativity, goals, and most importantly, competition. The days of Chelsea struggling to score goals are over. The Premier League should be worried because this is not the Chelsea of last season. This is a new monster. Chelsea's attack is not just good, it's scary.